What does $100,000 get you when we're talking Yukon versus the Escalade? Well, we're going to dive in here at Vagabond Builds, not waste your guys' time. Just don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as if you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. And a special shout out to Reliable Buick, GMC, and Cadillac here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us these cars for this review. Let's start talking. What does $100,000 get you in the Yukon? Well, this is the GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate. This is the top trim in this Yukon lineup, okay? So let's go ahead and show you guys the real quick front end. LED front headlights, they call it the Precision LED. We have the front grille in the Ultimate grille with the 360 panoramic camera. GMC does come with the topographic design integrated into those emblems, dropping down bumper sensors, along with the crash warning sensors here and more high gloss black going across. Lighting system, you also have the LED fog lights for the front end of the Yukon Denali Ultimate. Well, we're going to compare that in $100,000 over to the premium luxury Escalade. So it's not the top trim, okay? Keep that in mind. But you're getting the refreshed look on the 2025, the squinted eyebrows up here, LED, front headlights on the vertical plane with the daytime running lights going down right next to it. Premium luxury front grille with the color scheme of the premium luxury trim. 360 panoramic camera, as well as we drop down, bumper sensors going across, and high gloss black lower grille with, again, the crash sensor warnings and sensors down low. Now, come over to the side. Okay, let's go ahead and talk some powertrain. Powertrains are exactly the same. 6.2-liter V8 Ecotec engines, 10-speed automatic transmission, 420 horsepower, 460 pounds-feet of torque. MPG is exactly the same as well with a 14 city, 18 highway, 24-gallon gas tank size. And you'd be quite surprised that the length of both vehicles are about 211 inches in length. So literally, the Yukon is pretty much just a lower grade of the Escalade is what people like to say, but we're going to see if the Ultimate brings it up to the level of the Escalade Premium Luxury. Continuing forward, rims. I have to say, I'm going with the Ultimate on the rims, all right? The tires, the rubbers are both Bridgestone lenses all season, but the difference is that on the Ultimate, it's a 285/40/24, and on the Escalade, it's coming in at a 275/50/22, so a 22-inch difference on the rim. And I have to say that Denali rim looks phenomenal, okay? Suspension system. The Ultimate comes with an adaptive air ride suspension, but the premium luxury doesn't get you that, all right? So that's another big thing that I have to point out is shock spring on the Escalade versus the air ride on the Ultimate. Ultimate emblem here, Escalade emblem here. Side mirrors, pretty much the same exact side mirrors, blind spot assist, integrated blinker lighting, 360 panoramic camera, automatic foldable with the auto dimmable capability. Moving forward, Denali, nothing here, as well as we drop down. The trim work is almost the same, all right? It does kind of resemble each other. You can tell it's the same family. But another big difference is that you have a stationary running board on the Escalade. You have a tuck-in running board on the Denali Ultimate, okay? So that's something that I would like as well. So a lot of things I'm liking. But what's different with regards to the handles? I'm liking the handles on the Escalade. Why? Because you don't have to pull them. There's just an electric button. And some people would argue the idea that if you got a problem with opening the door because the battery's dead, that's something to take into consideration, but you do have a manual mode to open these as well. Smart access keyless fob entry, but here you got to pull the handle towards you, okay? And this is a square push button for that smart access, right? This is a touch sensitive. Windows, trims, exactly the same with the chrome going around. Roof rails, exact same color with the high gloss black in between. If we continue forward over to the rear end, the gas tank lid, both are exactly the same, both on the driver's side, and you have no cap for that gas tank. Then we come over to the rear. Again, guys, a lot of similarities. Starting with the Yukon Denali Ultimate, up top spoiler, brake light, wiper for that brake light, privacy glass, and both glasses on the Escalade and the Ultimate lift up the same way, okay? We got the different design in the LED tail lights, okay? We come over to the GMC Yukon, we got the handle here, which is different from the Escalade. Backup camera with a live action rearview mirror, okay? And we can drop down, bumper sensors going across with the twin tip on each side, giving you 4 tips with a spare tire under, okay? Come over to the Escalade. Up top, spoiler, brake light, wiper, and a privacy glass, all the same. You're gonna start seeing some slight changes down here on the tailgate. This is the way you're gonna open up the tailgate, by pushing the emblem. We have the same tech back here, but no handle here because you're gonna open it up here. You still have the switch under here for that back glass. Dropping down, bumper sensors on the bumper fascia. Lower than that, we have one single exhaust tip on each side. And lower, we have a spare tire under that as well. So let's go ahead and open up the tailgates here. Biggest difference as well is the Escalade taillights. This is where I think Escalade wins me over on, is this corporate Cadillac taillight. This thing is phenomenal. Looks great at night. I like them a whole lot better than the Yukon Ultimate, okay? Let's go ahead and lift this. Now, cargo capacity is pretty much exactly the same, 26 cubic feet of space with the second and third row seat up, 121 to 123 cubic feet of space with the second and third row seat down. On the right-hand side of the cargo, both have these control units with the electric control. You have to press and hold them, as well as dropping those two front seats, just like that. That's what a full look looks like. We get more cargo space under here, as well as the scuff plates do have the aluminum scuff plates. If we come over to the cargo here, exactly the same, right? Come over, window switches, the seat switches, inverter. We could go ahead and drop those as well. No reason to drop them, honestly. And then you got an AKG sound system subwoofer with the Escalade scuff plates or slightly different design. Now that we're done talking about powertrains, exteriors, and showing you guys the cargo differences and similarities, let's go ahead and show you guys the interiors. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now, have you made up your mind on where you're going to spend the $100,000 yet? Well, hopefully this is going to make up your mind. Starting with the interior of the Yukon Denali Ultimate. Coming in, we get the topographic Denali skid plates with the topographic design, the seat system in the grainy leather seating surfaces with the cross stitching. It looks like kind of a ranch or a saddle looking seat. Topographic design up on the backrest. You get this on the first, second, and third row. Bose Performance Series sound system. In front, we get a lockable glove compartment. You don't get this option in the Escalade, as well as natural wooden inlay that is not sprayed on with clear coat, okay? Over to the top of the dash, a personal compartment area. 16.8 infotainment screen. This is a lot of difference where you're going to see where the Escalade has the 3 screens going across. This is one main 16.8-inch screen with the vents on the right and on the left. Well, you get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Google built-in, and all of them with the built-in Alexa. You have the Bluetooth and the wireless hotspot. Go ahead and split that screen as well. And you get the apps here. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys what the camera system looks like. You can change those angles as well, just like that, and so many more ways. I'm just not gonna waste your guys' time. Dropping down, dual climate controls with the seats are heated, ventilated inside the Denali Ultimate. Let me show you guys heated and ventilated as well. Let's close that. All right, and then we come over to the hard button switches. You can go ahead and turn on and control those switches as well with the hard buttons. Slide this back, USB-C plug-in, USB-A wireless charging pad with the cup holders. This is what your GMC key fob is going to look like. Ultimate emblem here on top with more cubby room, and you can back this center console back. You can't do this in the Escalade, everyone. And we got this option as well. All right, super cool. Now, if we come over to the driver's side area, got a cluster going on, digital. You can go ahead and change that theme with the button here. Leave it on the maps. I like that view. We have the heads-up display up top. We have the Super Cruise in both, as well as leather steering wheel, and both steering wheels do come heated. The shift levers are placed exactly the same position. Paddle shifters, 10-speed automatic transmission paddle shifters, as well as the lever here for the windshield wipers. Over to the left-hand side, this is where you're gonna see a big difference as well. A lot going on in the hard buttons here that you don't get in the Escalade, all right? You got the 360 camera, the parking sensors, hill descent control, traction control, all that good stuff. Four-wheel drive controls, as well as your lighting system and your trailer brake system. This is a huge difference as well. Over to the door panel, controls for your memory seating, unlock lock, switches for your windows, and you're getting a slightly different design in the Escalade, a little bit more higher class feel on the Escalade door panel. Up top, electric controlled visor, as well as the control unit for those visors. Second row seating and third row seating right now in the Yukon Ultimate. So did you make up your mind yet what your $100,000 is gonna buy? Well, check this out on the second row of the Denali Ultimate. You got the entertainment screens. Now, yes, these are optional in the luxury sport Escalade, but again, what is $100,000 getting you inside the cabin of these vehicles? You got the YouTube Kids, Hulu, HDMI ports. You don't get this at the 100K mark in the Escalade. Over to the center console, way big difference here. We're getting the full digital tri-zone climate control with the heated seats on the second row seating, HDMI ports, USB-C plugins. This is a big difference at the 100K mark. You don't get this in the Escalade. Then we come over to the captain chairs. Captain chairs, again, from here back, pretty much exactly the same. You just might have some different seating surfaces because of the theme of the car. But you're gonna control your seats exactly the same. Front lever moves it front and back. Back lever drops the backrest and bunny hops this seat. And you also have an electric button on both to bunny hop this seat forward, all right? Now I'm about 6 feet 2 inches tall. Leg clearance is clear on both of them with regards to second row. Up top, head clearance, the same, very nice and comfortable. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the third row. Now the third row, again, the apartment on wheels, right? The American SUVs, they are big, they are comfortable. Look at this, you're not feeling claustrophobic back here on the third row of the SUVs. You're getting the same exact setup in both from that second row over to the third row. One thing I'd like to point out though, that in the Ultimate, they didn't simplify their third row. It's still perforated, still cross-stitching, and still topographic design, where in the Escalade, they actually simplify their third row, so it gives it more of a boring look back here. Both come with the USB-C plugins and the cup holders, air vents up top with your reading lights. Now let's jump inside the Escalade. Now I have to say this, the Ultimate is a bit more rugged, a little bit more rigid interior, where the Escalade is coming in more kind of the luxurious, classy vibe. I have to say that. Stepping inside it, you feel it. Starting with the door sill plate, different design with the Escalade running across. The seating surfaces do come perforated, no cross stitching though, as well as the Escalade up top emblem, and you're getting the AKG sound system inside the headrest. So that resembles a lot. But if you come over to the front of the passenger seat, no lockable glove compartment. You got to open it up from right here on the infotainment screen, just like that. So that's a lot of difference. You get the entertainment screen here as well. The Yukon Denali Ultimate doesn't get this. This does have the YouTube Kids and all that good stuff in front, all right? You just don't have them on the second row seating at 100K inside the premium luxury. But look at your inlays, high gloss wooden inlays, the sleek designs for the air vents. We come over to the infotainment screen. Instead of 16.8-inch screen, you get the idea. I kind of like that bigger screen. I find myself using the rotary knob on this screen more than I do touching it, okay? So it feels kind of far away from me, even being a tall guy and with a long arm. You do get the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the built-in Alexa, Google Maps. Let's go ahead and show you guys that real quick. This is what your maps look like, okay? Then we come over to the camera system. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. That's your camera system. So I do like the setup with that big 16.8 screen, but again, it all depends on how you like your screen setup, all right? Let's click exit. We come over to home, and this is what your apps look like. And then we slide across, and you get the auto park assist and all that good stuff. Dropping down. Dual climate control. Now, this is where I like. It's very convenient. I know, guys, you can't have everything, right? You want some of that and some of this. Well, I like this screen. Very convenient with regards to the climate controls, because the climate controls on the Ultimate were kind of on the bottom of the screen, and this is kind of faced up towards me and tilted, so it's very consumer friendly here. But you got a lot going on the screen, which might confuse people, because you have the apps here. You can slide. You get the camera system, your glove box release, child safety, all that good stuff, heads-up display. We also control the way our flow goes for our air. Look at that interface, beautiful. Control the seating surfaces, all right, where you want to increase that lumbar support and all that. The heated seats, sorry, the ventilated seats, not the lumbar. The lighting, you don't have a manual knob anymore for the lighting inside the Escalade. This is all touch sensitive, and yes, people are gonna complain because what if the battery dies? Are your lighting switches going to die? Well, maybe it has a backup battery, right? Continuing forward, lane departure assist, the camera system, and again, your seating icons there. Wireless charging pad, you get a USB-C plug-in on each side of this screen. You also have an HDMI port and a USB-C plug-in, so you're getting a lot of USB-C plug-ins in front. Cup holders, got 3 buttons, a little bit more simple, less busy feel. USB-C, USB-A plug-in, removable tray, and some center console with a 12-volt outlet. Over to the driver cockpit cluster display screen. We do have a heads-up display. Not as big as the Ultimate, though, I have to add. Super Cruise here as well, and you get the fully digital screen. I do like this screen better. It is bigger. I feel like it's not so busy in this area here. We could go ahead and change that theme to the Google Maps. Love that look. And then we could go to the augmented reality camera. That's another cool feature. Lever here, the steering column does resemble each other a lot with the lever on the windshield wipers, the lever for your shifting between park, reverse, neutral, drive, your paddle shifters, and the controls on your steering wheel. You got on the right, you got your phone control, voice control with your media. On the left, heated steering wheel with the crash warnings and the Super Cruise and all that good stuff. Over to the left, not so much going on, but you still have a little bit. 4-wheel drive system, parking brake system, trailer brake system, that's it. All right, the other Ultimate Yukon has way more things going on. And then we come over to the more simplified door panel with the armrest kind of angling down towards the front of the vehicle. We have 1 pocket with a cup holder and then 1 armrest. So it looks like a dual level versus a tri-level in the Denali Ultimate. Up top, same exact system with regards to the electric visor with the tilt slide moonroof option, but you're getting a cabin camera in here just in case you want to see if Jennifer is beating up Jimmy. Now that we're done with the front, let's show you second and third row seating real quick. Second row seating, main differences are here. No screens for the entertainment. Dropping down to the back of the center console. We got cup holders here instead of just being stationary up here. And then we have no touch sensitive front big screen. We just have the manual switches to control that tri-zone climate control with your heated seats. USB-C plugins are down here as well as an inverter. So you get those back here too. The seating surfaces, again, are different, as you guys know, Escalade versus Yukon. Controls, same exact way to control. Let's go ahead and drop that and push that. Oh, we got to press and hold. And look what I was telling you about the third row seating. I'm not going to jump back there because it's pretty much the same idea, but you don't get the perforation or the design back here. So Escalade does simplify their third row. I hate when the SUVs do that because I feel like I'm paying enough to get that same surface back here. Again, that might not bother people. It's just my preference, right? But the USB-Cs back here, as well as the air vents and the ring light, all resemble each other. Now, guys, hopefully you guys have made your decision 100K between the Escalade or the Yukon. Which one would you choose? Leave in the comment section below or dialogue with us at our channel, Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Check out our other car review videos with different year, make, and models in different styles. Thank you so much, and God bless you.